Hello, my name is Donald G, and a Borlaug Ruan World Food Prize internship can feel kind of like this.
Wow.
Let's wind that back a little bit.
Wow.
At first, I was a little nervous. While I was there, I was absolutely enthralled, and when I look back on it, it went by so fast. Every year, about 20 students in their first years of college or senior year of high school are selected to go to research stations around the world to spend 8 weeks as a research intern. To learn more about the World Food Prize youth programs, I recommend you click one of the links below to go to their website. The World Food Prize youth programs bring together hundreds of high school students, teachers, and experts from around the United States to talk about local, national, and global food security issues. The Borlaug Ruan internship has 3 main components: research, learning about international development, and cultural exchange. Research is a key component of the Borlaug Ruan internship. You aren't getting a free vacation. The goal is to actually contribute to a research project. There are a huge range of possible projects depending on what you're interested in and what research station you're at.
I was able to work on a project relating to my career goal, which is to be an expert in water at the intersection of cities and agriculture.
I was at the International Center for Integrated Mountain Development, whose mission is to enable sustainable and resilient mountain development for improved and equitable livelihoods through knowledge and regional cooperation. My research paper was entitled Reviving Springs and Improving Spring Shed Management in the Namabura Municipal Area in the Kavre District of Nepal. In short, I spent several weeks in rural Nepal helping to map rural and dried springs as well as testing water quality. This data was then analyzed and used to create 3D visualizations of the spring shed that we were working in. It's then used to create a report to inform the community and government about areas that should be preserved, enhanced, or developed to either recharge springs that were dry or increase spring output from springs that are running. Along with participating in research, as a Borlaug Ruan intern, you write a pretty decent-sized report. The goal of this is to help you move from simply being a consumer of knowledge to a creator. While no one expects you to make a groundbreaking discovery, don't count yourself out. Take your work seriously and do the best you can. My contributions to research during that summer aren't going to change the whole world, but they may just help several families in rural Nepal have more reliable access to clean drinking water and reduce their dependency on deep boring wells. Being at a world-class research institution provides more opportunities than just research. While I was at ICIMAD, I was able to attend conferences and talk with experts from around the world in water quality, sustainability, and nutrition. These people included Director General David Molden, Eklavya Sharma, Deputy Director General of ICIMAD, Sanjeev Buchar, who was the Director of Air and Water, Madhav Dakal, who was the researcher that I was under, Gunanidhi Pokharel, and Karishma Katka. I was also able to read a wide range of reports and ask my supervisors questions. Having access to so many experienced and well-educated people was absolutely incredible. My time as a Borlaug Ruan intern helped me understand how complex international development is, and that we need all kinds of people pursuing all kinds of careers to be focused on solving food and water security problems. ICIMAD is a great example of how a diverse group of professionals, scientists, and administrators can work together to solve these global issues. As a Borlaug Ruan intern, with the time that you're not doing research, I highly recommend that you read anything and everything relating to your topic or your research center. Go through the bios of everyone who works there and email people who you find interesting. If there's a conference going on, try and see if you can help. Or if there are any test plots nearby, see if you can visit them. By taking an active role at your research center, you'll be able to find so many incredible opportunities. Being in Nepal for 8 weeks allowed me to learn so much culturally. But my biggest piece of advice is wherever you go, do your best to represent yourself, the World Food Prize, and the United States to the best of your ability. I tried to be helpful in and outside of the workplace. For example, I volunteered with scout troops in the Kathmandu area to sing scout songs and also teach them about first aid. I feel that the impression I made during this time is especially important because for many Nepalese people, I may be the only American they speak to for quite a while. and the impression that they have of me may be one that they carry about the United States as a whole. I found it really important to be accepting of the way others do things. People in Nepal or, any part of the world may not hold the same assumptions that you do about, what is normal behavior or what is appropriate or how do you interact with others or even what makes up a fulfilling lifestyle. And that's great. That diversity of experience is what makes travel so richly fulfilling. One of my favorite memories of being in Nepal was going to the National Scout Moot and singing for over 1,000 people.
Namaste, mera naam Donald ji ho. So that is all the Nepali that I know. But I am from the United States of America, from the good state of Iowa. Has anyone been to Iowa? No. And sometimes I feel like in this digital age, all anybody does is just play their games and scroll through Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Like they got their own electronic babysitter, but you won't be catching me on the digital screen. Living my life vicariously through myself. I got a little help from my troop, and all we scouts, we got things to do.
Being a Borlaug Ruan intern is an opportunity of a lifetime. Literally, you can only do it once. If you're in the middle of high school or middle school, I recommend you think about getting involved with the World Food Prize youth programs. And if you're already involved, I recommend you think about applying to the Borlaug Ruan internship. Thank you to the World Food Prize, the Ruan family, and everyone at all the research centers around the world who helped make this possible. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, you can feel free to subscribe. But first, some highlights from upcoming videos about my experience in Nepal. Thanks.